Hey everyone, I was sent this East Oak 90-gallon deck box. I really like East Oak products because of the ease of putting them together. East Oak as a company has done a really thoughtful job of making these so they click together, so the assembly is really easy. Minimal screws and bolts, a lot of clicking together to make it real easy here. So I'm gonna go through, open this up, start the assembly, and I'll report back to you as I go through it, just let you know if there's any quirks, any special things to look out for, or just let you know how easy it was so that you'll have the same experience. All right, I have the first components here to be able to put together. One thing to always be aware is that the East Oak products, as I talked about, very easy to assemble. They have really solid instructions on here. So follow the arrows and the part number and make sure that those things line up. Here, part C is going to line into part B, and the arrow is up on part B too. So just make sure that your arrows are pointing in the same direction when you're putting these together. And as I mentioned, how easy East Oak makes it to be able to assemble these parts here are a click in. Boom. Click in there. Come here, put this one here. This one also has the arrow in the up position, so just make sure that the arrows are matching. And click that up there. So simple to make that happen. All right, now we have that all done. Now, A with the arrow up matches C and B with the arrows up. Step through, pop that right here. Now on this one here, of course, because I can't see, I have to go down and make sure I'm looking at how it's going to go pop in there. But again, just clicks together so easily. Man, I love it. And it gives a good affirmative clicking sound too, so that you know that it is happening. All right, so we have that main part of the body here together. This here is the bottom, and now we have the next part that's going to go on there, which it is listing that D, and the D faces inward. So make sure that because it has the D printed on here, that the D is going inward. This little string here was to mark the accessories that came with it, the screws that came with it. So that's always nice that they marked the box there with that. So just make sure that, as it says, the D goes on the inside. And this doesn't say have an arrow, so it doesn't matter which way you put it on here, so long as you have it with the D facing inward. All right, so it lines up there. You can hear it clicking into place. You know, if you do have any troubles with any of them getting in there, just make sure that things are lined up properly. But really easy to get them on there. This last couple ones were a little snug, but that's okay. That just means that you have something that's really strong attachment there, not just really loose where it falls apart. All right, we have that. Now, you can see here, in less than 3 minutes, we've put the main part of the structure of the box together. That is so fast. I love it. All right, now what we're gonna do here is, now it has us getting the frame put together for the lid. So this part here, part number J, getting the lid put together. The instructions here, really nice because these are color instructions. It gives really good detail on where you need to put these different parts and how you need to put them together. So something to always keep aware, just where the different components go and how they line up, but really nice that they make them really good detailed instructions here. On this kit here, I didn't say it at the start, but there are some screws. So having a Phillips screwdriver is a great thing to be able to have for this, because it does not come with a screwdriver for it. I'll go through all the different stuff. But here we have the panels, we have the reinforcing metal rod for the lid, the screws, and then they come with hydraulic rods to be able to help keep the lid open when you're accessing it. That is so cool that they put that on there. All right, back to getting the lid assembled here, real easy. I'm gonna go through, I'm gonna speed up the timeline here, and I'll let you know if there's any quirks. All right, one of the things of note when you're putting in this reinforcement rod here is make sure once you get the screws in that you're leaving them loose until you get the final one in. It does have a little bit of adjustment movement here within the rod, as the slots to be able to put the screws in are oblong, because I did find that I tightened one of them here, and then this one here didn't line up properly, so I had to go and loosen this one to be able to allow me to move this just a little bit to be able to line up that screw. So leave them all loose, or leave them loose until you get the final one in there, and then go through and tighten them in. But other than that, real easy to be able to put this together. Now that I have the reinforcement rod installed, what I'm going to be able to do is get the lid clicked in place. Now it's really cool. It does just click in on those. So making sure you're lining it up properly. Go look at the other side, make sure everything's lined up properly, and then go through, click them into place. And you want to make sure they're lined up so that you're not accidentally pushing down and potentially breaking any of the tabs that are on there. But there we are. Now we have the lid on here. Now the last little bit of this is to be able to put the shocks in place. So that's really cool that it comes with these to be able to help you keep the lid up when you want it done, and then also locks it down in place. All right, let's go through, put these in place. One thing to think about when you're putting this in here is a lot of these parts are universal, meaning this C here could have been mounted over here. So there's a lot of the screw holes are on both sides. So just make sure that you're aware of that when you're looking to put this together, that you're lining it up with the proper holes for the screws. One of the nice things about the instructions here is they are very clear. So it gives us a really good picture of where the assembly is supposed to mount in here. So making sure that the bracket goes into the little pocket that's created here. There's a little pocket here that this arm bends into, and that helps you know which holes to align to be able to put the screws in. So we're going to go through, put the screws in over here, and then we'll put the screws on the lid. As with the reinforcement bar screws here, I left the screws on the hinge here a little loose just to make sure that everything lined up properly. So I lined up the screws here, put them in most of the way, left them just a little loose, and then I put the screws in up here as well, just to make sure that everything lined up. Worked out great. Now I can go through and tighten those up and get this all squared away. The other side's all done. This thing is coming together so nice. The lid is on. One of the good things to always know if you assembled something properly is does everything line up. So let's go through and closing the lid. Everything lines up, really good seam on here. One of the bonuses that comes with the East Oak deck box here is it comes with a combination lock. So it comes with the instructions on how to set the combination lock here and utilize it. But really nice that if you did want to put a lock on here, it comes with that, so you don't have to worry about going out and buying one on your own. And it comes with the holes already in place to be able to feed the cable lock through there. So really, really great features. on this. One of the nice things too on the assembly is that all of the screws that were used for the reinforcement rod here, and then also the hinges, they all use the same screws. So you're not having to worry about, oh, is this the right screw or is this the right screw? They're all the same. It even came with some spare screws to make sure that just in case you did lose one, that you did have an extra one there on site to bring that all together. This thing is great, so nice. As I started this video, I really like East Oak products for the simplicity, but the thoughtful simplicity at that. It's not though they're just doing it simple for a cheap feeling on this. This thing is durable, strong, just feels really good, puts together really easily as well, lines up, but has really key features that help ensure its quality and its durability for long-lasting life. In the instructions, it comes with warranty information as well, so make sure that you're going and filling that stuff out. Let's go through and I'll show you all the different parts here so you can see it all come together. So here in the box, what it looks like inside. So all in all, just a really great item here. I'm excited to be able to use this here on our deck. But you know, whether you're using this for your kids' athletic equipment or at your house for pool supplies, or you're doing it for camping equipment or anything, you know, this does have somewhat of a weatherability to it because it is totally sealed in a box and the lid overlaps, so you can keep things dry inside here. Now it's not storm proof just because everything clicks together, but it definitely gives you some peace of mind that just a normal rain will not come inside of it. And the lid, the way that it wraps all the way around here, ensures that that is the case. All in all, really great product here. Really excited to be able to put this to use. Thanks for watching.